him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, 65 yards, and the Bills are able to make things a bit more respectable.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
He was brought down.
And that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And he will have a Chiefs 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue. He'll try and run it. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Well, from the top rope. I like it. No problem there on the extra point. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And he'll be set up a good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Now right away, he'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Check me out. Mike, 53.
Throwing again. Allen. And he's got room. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the run.
To the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
To Devin Singletary.
It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 3rd down. A Super Bowl 55 down to the final 2 minutes. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no. There was no ice bath. You just tried to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week. Back
of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Going deep here for Watkins. And he fires one incomplete. Trying to go back to Watkins. And now it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Mahomes now to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That goes in the category of a play that the defense is going to cherish and excites them. A completion, yes, you give up the pass, but no gain. I mean, that's exactly what you want on defense.
Sets up the 4th down. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the 1st. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd, and this is going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
At their own 17.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very... And they take him down. The Bills get to him. That was Jordan Poyer, the safety, in for the sack.
How about that one? The so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
That was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. Yeah, I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. And this one incomplete. And all that remains is 13 seconds. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play. And the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs. And the Kansas City Chiefs are the Super Bowl champions.
Another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like... I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw.
Tonight, it's back NFL football. Will Lutz to kick off for Super Bowl Sunday.
All the talk, all the hype, but the past is prologue as this Super Bowl is underway. Jalen Richard now on the return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Jalen Richard on the return. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On 1st down, Carr. And his first pass is incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the rookie, his intended target. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
To throw again, Carr. And once more to Ruggs, this time the catch made. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Can't do that.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. And right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit. That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath. By all means.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Here's Hill on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense now getting set here and leading them out in what could be his final NFL season. The game's all-time leading passer, that's Drew Brees.
Now exactly the start to the 2019 season that Drew Brees anticipated when he injured his thumb against the Rams in Week 2 and forced him to miss 5 weeks. The Saints did go 5-0 during his absence, and when he came back, they didn't miss a beat. Rallied him to another division title and galloped into the playoffs, and late in the season, passed Peyton Manning for the most career touchdown passes.
And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
He's taken down at the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And shutting him off, now open field. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
Brings up 2nd.
Now they'll toss it out right to Kamara. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Saints have taken the early lead.
Will Lutz lining up for the point after.
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
33-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Hunter Renfro is the man he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Marcus Williams on the coverage.
Carr will try it again on 2nd down. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Raiders, nothing.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Carr. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, that is not what you want to see from him on the big stage, obviously, and he's been so reliable all season long.
A big part of why they've gotten here to this game, but you have to wonder.
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. LaMarcus Joyner able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Toss play, Kamara. He finds an opening past the 40. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy. I'll take it.
To kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
More there defensively.
Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
On the play. Recovered by the Saints.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Breeze. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Breeze now to throw. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
Breeze now. Looking for the end zone. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage. And now it's 4th.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. And he works free. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Saints add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? From the 27, Carr. That is caught by the rookie from Bama. It's Henry Ruggs. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now the fifth-year running back is Jalen Richard. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Shotgun now for Carr. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Carr. And that is it. Complete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. And I think he'll like this little montage. He's hit pay dirt 3 times.
This feels like good scouting and preparation throughout the week has turned into excellent execution. I mean, the job that they've done up front, creating the spaces for him, and, of course, his nose for the end zone.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
2nd and 3.
A 10th carry for Kamara. Get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Wants to try to add the PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run.
To kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Tyrell Williams and the Raiders back on offense. Looking down at the stats here, realizing he has no catches. They've targeted him twice, but no catches. So how do they get him more involved, Charles?
You make sure he touches it on routes that he likes to run, maybe even run a reverse or some type of a jet sweep so he gets his hands on the ball and get him active and involved in the game. You just try and find ways to get him going, and it doesn't have to be something that's big downfield.
Maybe kind of like in basketball, just a shooter seeing the ball go through, you get him a rep, get him more comfortable.
I agree with that totally. Maybe set that solid screen and give him an easy look.
Well, to this point, no catches. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the Saints.
I need to get my swag right there.
And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. Lutz with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
Their own 36-yard.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see...
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Marcus Davenport, his second sack of the night.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
Drew Brees sacked.
He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
The ball carrier.
The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
He's first on the tackle. It's a gain of 3.
On the ground, Kamara.
3rd and 6.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara as the first half is winding down. And the Saints are pouring it on.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Lutz good on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. So the halftime show in the Super Bowl, abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A loss of 1 brings up third down and
the busy night continues for Kamara. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a fourth down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Shrugs off another, and he's got some space here. 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 59 yards as his guys continue to pour it on.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. 5 plays there on that drive. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
In their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Throwing on first down is Carr. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And partner, are you kidding me? With this game that he's having, we are in uncharted waters like we've never seen before.
Just think, if he keeps every football from all the touchdowns scored today, does he need to build a new trophy room?
Yeah. Yeah, a couple trophy rooms. Maybe a whole home for a trophy room.
What a phenomenal performance, and I'll guarantee you he's going to reward the rest of the offensive unit after this as well for helping him get to this number.
He better. This is just unreal. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Here comes Richard on the return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. So after the sack, Carr in Las Vegas with a 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Watch out for Hill on the return. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And that will come the offense as they take over.
37-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Breeze now on 1st down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara. 53 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Here comes Richard on the return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Richard, and he'll be tackled at about the 35.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the 1st down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 36 yards. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Saints.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Here comes Richard on the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
And now here come the Raiders. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Nothing.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 47 to Mike, boy.
On 2nd and 9. Carr. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard
The
line.
Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Now Carr to try again after the pick 6. He'll swing this one out to Richard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Got his man, that's Tyrell Williams. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
For Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Carr going to throw. And a slant hauled in by Ruggs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. Carr to throw again. He'll find his running back here, Richard. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Saints' 48-yard line.
Now Carr again. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Again, it's Carr. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the the previous snap as well. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Here's Carr to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of
from the 4. This is 2nd down and 1.
At the 4-yard line.
From the gun, Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Drew Brees sacked. A fumble.
This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6.
Richard lost it. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
Jalen Richard, the ball carrier.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Super Bowl 55 hitting the home stretch. Less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for 1st down. Fighting through it, he's got space. And some room to roam now. The 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their totals. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film. You just flush it and never go back and review.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
14 yards there on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
A gain of 14 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Carr. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out.
95-56, 95-56.
They'll run. This is Kamara. Room here to run. Past the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there out of Kamara. 41 yards on the ground. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done.